The Alumni Distinguished Leadership Award goes to Dr. Gretchen E. Green, class of 1992. Dr. Gretchen Green is a physician leader who brings a combined focus on science and society to benefit her patients, fellow physicians, and U.S. population at large through her role as vice chair of the National Women's History Museum Board of Directors. Currently an attending radiologist at Greensboro Radiology in North Carolina, Dr. Green has been actively involved in advocacy for women physicians and patients through research since graduating from IMSA. Dr. Green advocates for women undergoing breast imaging and obstetrical ultrasound using her expertise as a radiologist and her background on the societal impact of imaging technology. Her work with the American Medical Association, she achieved a modification to the existing policy to help cover mammography reimbursement for breast cancer patients. Dr. Green's current efforts are focused on educating physicians and patients on technical and societal issues of imaging technology, and to serve as a resource for companies looking to integrate the history of medicine into future development. She has lectured nationally on women's imaging topics, as well as the history of women in medicine, and has co-authored 2 acclaimed medical textbooks on breast imaging with colleagues at Brigham and Women's Hospital, Harvard Medical School. Dr. Green considers her time at IMSA to be the foundation on which all her future accomplishments have been built. Gretchen, congratulations on your Alumni Distinguished Leadership Award. Please come up to the stage and receive your award.
Thank you very much to the award committee for this honor. Of course, this isn't just about me. I would not be here today if not for my IMSA teachers and education funded by Illinois taxpayers and supported by generational donations by alumni and others. Nor would I be here today without my family and family friends who are here tonight, as they have been through thick and thin. My first lesson at IMSA was that trying a shortcut can lead you on an unexpectedly long journey. What started as a history research paper to avoid taking Ken Guest's sophomore studies final exam turned into a lifetime of homework. The paper ultimately advanced to National History Day, led to more history papers, and ultimately a master's degree in the history of medicine. Ken Guest and Bernie Hollister taught me to never stop pursuing my passion for history, and their memory inspires me daily in my efforts to help establish the first National Women's History Museum in the United States. My second lesson at IMSA was a 3,000-mile bicycle trip across America with classmate Dan Reeves and 60 other teenagers from all around the world. We didn't know it at the time, but we became the first group under 18 to successfully bicycle from east to west across America. The reason no one goes that way is because there is a constant, unrelenting headwind the entire time. We just had to get to Seattle. The path was not a choice. Since then, I have still never had a project where I didn't doubt myself in the middle, thinking that maybe this time I might not get through it. But then I remember that trip. I think about going up and then down the Rockies and just crank on the pedals until I reach the finish line. Faster is not always better, however, and first place is not always the only winner. There were 5 groups on the bike tour, and I was in group number 5, as in the last group 5. We still got to the same place every day with everyone else, but in between, we ate at every Dairy Queen in America. Swam in people's pools, drove our bikes off bridges into lakes, and met people from all walks of life. We wore bike jerseys proudly emblazoned with our finger-printed motto, "We get there." My most difficult lesson at IMSA occurred when I was a junior. My father, a pilot, was killed in a commercial plane crash. What is statistically nearly impossible suddenly became improbably real, even in a world as mathematical as IMSA. This experience made me aware that every day is not guaranteed. It has also helped me inhabit a shared space with my cancer patients, where they simultaneously face their fear of death, but still meet the challenges of what is usually mundane everyday life. Author Michael Pollan summarizes all we need to know about food in 7 words. Eat food, not too much, mostly plants. In a few more words, I offer my personal recipe for success. Number 1, identify a void to fill. Number 2, from each task, get 3 more done. Number 3, contribute in a big way. Finally, be careful not to measure success by the numbers. My first history paper didn't place first at National History Day. It placed second. Madame Schultz will be happy to know that although I could still converse fairly fluently in Paris last summer when visiting friends, I still can't understand the punchlines to dirty blonde jokes in French. Mrs. Bach helped me express my voice in music, but also to see the value in singing in the chorus rather than always trying to be the soloist. Finally, I didn't win this or other awards on the first try, but in the end, I get there. I don't do the things I do to win awards. I do them to do as much good as I can in whatever time I've been given on this earth. Be generous of yourself to others in time and deed, and especially money to the IMSA Fund. Willa Schultz, Dahlia Bach, Ken Guest, Bernie Hollister, and all my IMSA faculty and family, thank you.